In example 8, we're looking at radical expressions. We want to simplify the radical expression. This is what's given to us. We have 3 square root of 27 plus 5 square root of 48 minus the square root of 3. Now, if you'll remember, when we're adding or subtracting radicals, you can only add and subtract radicals that have the same radicand, or the number that's in the square root. These are all different. So initially, I can't do anything, but I can simplify. So I can take this square root of 27 and I can break it down. I'm going to show you a couple ways. Some of you may have learned to find the product of factors, and you want to find perfect square factors so that we're able to break them out. Others of you may have done factor trees. So 27 we know can be broken down into 3 and 9. 3 is a prime number, can't go any further, but 9 is a perfect square, breaks down into 3 and 3. Okay, so that means I can take a pair out. Okay, so that's where this extra 3 comes from. That's from right here. I bring down my original 3, I bring out one of my pairs, and then this guy was left behind because he didn't have a buddy to come out of the house. Okay, and we can continue in that same fashion here with the square root of 48. Those of you who did a factor tree, we could break down into I'll do 2 and 24 just to show you something a little bit different than what's in here. 24 can be broken down into, let's say I'll do 4 and 6. And then 4 gets broken down into 2 and 2. And 6 gets broken down into 2 and 3. So again, I'm looking for pairs. I see an obvious pair here of 2's, but then I also see this grouping right here of 2's. Okay? And then I have this poor 3 that's left behind once again. So I'm able to take out 2 pairs of 2, which is 4, because 2 times 2 is 4. I'm bringing down the original 5, and then this poor 3 was left behind. Now, I have these coefficients out front that I can simplify. So 3 times 3 is 9, square root of 3, plus 5 times 4 is 20, square root of 3, minus, and this is really, there's really a 1 here, so minus 1 square root of 3. And since they're all the same square root or the same radicand, I can go ahead and just add the numbers out front. So 9 plus 20 is 29, minus 1 is 28, 28 square root 3. That would be choice B. If you have the oh so awesome calculator, you can simply plug and chug. Just in case you have this, you can just type it in. So 3 square root of 27 plus 5 square root of 48 minus square root of 3. Voila, it gives it to you in the calculator. So if you have the multi-view, feel free to use that. If not, you have to do it by